What'd you do? Okay.
It said go live. You're live.
I'm just gonna have to have my background this week. I don't.
No, you got the pictures.
Okay.
Hopefully people will know to come over to this one. I'm about to send messages. Give me 1 second.
People, somebody's here. We
Oh,
got a
y'all
couple people
here?
here.
All right. Yeah, the Dr. Donna set up the live wrong. I apologize. Hey Sean, I was just sending you a message. Let me send Daisy a message too, because she probably
She's here.
okay.
She
Daisy's
already
here?
said hello. She's here.
Okay. All right. Yes. I apologize, y'all. I forgot. I'm so used to setting up the lives by myself. I forgot we gotta set up a link and do a bunch of other shit
It's a
behind the
whole
scenes.
process with YouTube.
It's a whole process. So we are here. And let me go ahead and get back in my notes. I feel terrible. I'm like, dang it. Had everything ready to go. And then Nola said, you didn't send me the link and all that. I was like, yeah. But it's progress, not perfection. It's only our second time on here. Okay, so today we are talking about Go For It. It's the principle of real leadership on the road, listening. Okay, be safe, Envy. Okay, so the principle of real leadership, go for it. Stop rehearsing the failure and start executing the action. Hey, Zoe, how you doing? Stop rehearsing the failure and start executing. Why is it so hard to get rid of stuff? Practicing eliminating clutter. Because you emotionally attached. Yeah,
that's a
but
couple
Jared,
weeks ago.
yeah, you attached to it, Jared. You got to find out what the attachment is. You got to let it go. You holding on to the past. You can't hold on to the past and embrace the future at the same time. It's impossible. So go for it. Stop rehearsing the failure and start executing the action. Movement beats mental debates. Real leaders act while others argue. Get rid of that shit. You got till the end of the month to get rid of that shit. And I know today is October 24th. You better be telling me on November 1st, all that shit is gone. You got literally 6 days. It's time for it to go. Do not take that into, because my New Year, November, my New Year starts November 1st. So you, by November 1st, every last piece of that better be gone. Every last piece of it. So now you've been incentivized. If it is aligned with your mission, take the shot now. Hesitation is a silent resignation. And so progress is only awarded to those who are willing to risk being wrong in order to become great. So Nola, you should have started with the other picture, but you started with the
What? I don't know. Which picture? Here, me here.
Yeah,
Which
that one.
me
No,
looking
yeah,
confused.
no, with all of it. Where is the one with no, the one I sent? Go back.
The
With
the
all the
one you
pieces.
sent with all of it was a video. You can't put a video as a green screen.
It was the picture that I sent to Regina. You're working and all the pieces are on the floor. Go back. Nothing.
That's the one I just had.
Okay, that one. Okay. So what we're talking about, I sent a different picture. No, that's one. So yesterday, as you all know, we're talking about going for it. And yesterday, as you all know, you should be able to do the flip button, Nola. If you do the rotational button on your thing, that should flip it.
What do I need to flip?
So everybody can see the picture and not you right now while I'm talking.
I could just
Okay. Slide out the way. Okay. So yesterday we had 3 appointments. As you know, we started out at 8 o'clock in the morning. This is our 3rd appointment. So as you can see, all of that on the floor is a desk. Now we were in a 8,000 square foot home that was being renovated, and this is called a spaceship desk, if I'm not mistaken.
Did you say 800,000 or 8,000?
I said 8,000 square foot home.
Okay, got it.
And so it came in 8 boxes. 2 of
It
them were
was not
crated.
called a spaceship desk.
Okay, far as I'm concerned, it was. So anyway, We started the appointment at 5:30, and as you all know, we left at 1:30. And so that's how I ended up with an hour and 41 minutes of sleep. But what you don't know is what we started with. So Nola, could you please show the audience the schematic that the client that booked you sent with the
I
red lines?
I
You don't
that,
have
that
that?
it's not a schematic. It's the assembly instructions.
Okay,
So
so
it's six steps.
here are the assembly instructions that we received for 8 boxes for that desk. Do y'all see that?
It's
Everybody
six
give me
steps.
6 steps for 8 boxes. So it wasn't even a step a box. Can y'all see what was sent to us from the client? Does everybody see that? Thumbs up. Is the chat working? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So can you put, based upon what you see, can you put together 8 boxes for a desk? Y'all see that? That's what, and the client said, call him if we got any instructions. Okay. Any questions? Now, we opened up all 8 boxes, and then here are the instructions that we got. Nola, if you could switch it to the instructions that we got in the box.
Oh shit. That was
You,
also a video. That was a video. I
no,
can't
I
do
thought it.
videos.
I'm saying you can at least give me the Asian ones that I thought were the instructions.
Oh shit. Okay, dude, you didn't tell. We said we were doing 3 photos.
They don't call me prompt two for nothing.
I hold. Am I still here?
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Give me a second.
Let me just keep telling the story then. Never mind. So we open up the box, and then we get 2 pieces of paper out that are better than the screenshot that was sent to us.
It was in
And so
Chinese. Do you
it
not
was
have that photo?
I
You
do
might
have it.
still
Give
have
me,
the photo.
but it
We
might
said
not
we
let
were
me.
doing this one. The other one. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I'm saying I got so much stuff in my phone that it might not let me go back. Okay, here we go. It did let me go back.
Okay, here. She's got the Chinese words. There you go.
Okay, so here is what I got when I opened the box. So when I opened the box, I said, "Oh, here go the instructions."
We're not
Chat just gave me
bilingual like
the
that.
instructions. So I went and put those in chat, and that was just telling us about the material and the equipment and all of the things that was there. That was that. So
You didn't switch to me.
I know I did that on purpose. Now I got to another picture, and I thought this was gonna help us. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? So that didn't help us either. So now Nola's building, as you can see, and then Nola, show them the finished product.
Okay, thank you. Because that's
So
what we
Nola,
discussed.
so this is 8 hours later.
Okay, so we got angles. So I
Right.
got this one.
So that's the desk.
Um, and then there was voice command. You can't really see the drawer. Voice command things, but this is the side with the drawer function, and then that's the other side. But they had a voice command for the
So
lights,
that's right there.
and
So that's
then
the desk,
a
all put
fingerprint
together,
drawer.
all printed, all put together,
To move out the
all
way.
put together. I would be shaking my head saying, Jesus help me. Oh yay. I go outside and be like, somebody please help me. Yes. So we had the drawing that the client sent us. Then we had the instructions that were literally in Chinese that weren't actual instructions. And then we had a schematic. And 8 hours later, that desk is there. Every piece, it came in 8 different doggone boxes. And so the moral of the story is to go for it. Now, at one point, now y'all can see why I said I don't smoke, but if I had a cigarette, I was gonna smoke something. Um, yes, thank you, Lola. So what happens is going for it means that you are doing what I said. You 10 toes down, like, hey, something has to happen. And so Nola started with a corner, and then from there, and oh, by the way, the parts weren't labeled and the hardware wasn't labeled. So we didn't know we're using putting screws on the side to make sure that it doesn't break through and all of
I
these other
started with
things.
that piece, and when
She
I
started
did
with
that,
that
she
piece
was
right
like,
there.
"Call Jason." The little, you see this little square thing? She was like, "Can you see my finger?" That one. That one. There we go.
Yeah,
The little square, the triangle looking thing. That's where I started. She was like, "Call Jason, so we can get it done." And this photo even shows me with it behind me
right.
too. But yeah.
Yes. So that's that part.
She
So
was
when
like,
we're
"How did
talking,
we even get started?"
right. So when we're talking about going forward, and when we say we the baddest motherfuckers walking the face of the planet Earth, and you can't be too, that's neural pathways right there. That's neural pathways. That is 4 years ago. She would have never been able to put that together. Thank you, ADD, autism, and ADHD too, all coming together because there is absolutely no way without real leadership and neural ability this desk gets put together because there were no instructions. There wasn't a step one. It was 6 steps and there were 8 boxes. And all the steps were
But it
put
was
together.
really 4 steps because 2 of the steps were showing you completed portions, which I was like,
Right.
"We only got 6 steps and 2 of them are wasted on completed pictures."
Right. So the hardware came and it wasn't really and one piece was too long. It was a lot going on and that's why it took 8 hours because of the cumbersomeness of the intricacies of all of that. Yes.
Well,
And then the lights
it's
had to be connected and all of that.
tech savvy and they had to go through it, and the thing around it, I don't know if you could see, is kind of marbly, so we had to make sure that there was triangular shaped pieces, half circle shaped pieces, and then there was also a lot of tech components. Like I said, the lights have a voice activated component to them, and then
The
the
fingerprint.
drawer, the company, the last time we did this for them, that's when we did like the wall unit and stuff, executive desk. They sent a lock without the hardware. This time they did it again, but this one is fingerprint based. So
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know how to. So I had to test it and figure out where to put everything and make sure that it locked with the fingerprint. I was like, I don't even have anything that's fingerprint locked. How the heck am I supposed to know how to install this? I don't even have
Right.
reference for it. I'm like, when the heck did they start making fingerprint lock desk drawers?
Apparently now.
I
Apparently
thought it
now.
was bad enough when I had to do the filing cabinets and put in the whole lock system down the side.
Right. Right. And so the point is, there were plenty of times in this 8 hours when I felt like just driving away
Well,
and
and can
leaving
we stop
Nola
for a
at the
second? Thank
appointment.
you for everybody that's saying that we did a great job. And she did. She did.
Right. She did
But
what?
then
Feel
the
like
house was
driving away.
haunted. That's the only reason she
Yes.
didn't leave
The
me.
house was haunted. So it
No,
was
she
a
felt like it
mansion.
was haunted.
I did. It was a mansion and they had walkie stackers in it. All their windows are open because they don't have window coverings yet. And it's in guarded, gated, and by the mountain. I kept going outside. Rabbits kept jumping up and down and everything. So for me, I was like, I do not want to be. I was like, nope, you ain't getting me in the house this damn big. I'm good. Now, because we've been in mansions before, but everybody's been home and they've been furnished and they're all the lights work and all of that. And so we were the only 2 people there. And so, yeah, I did not want, there were plenty of times. And because there was no strategy, we didn't have one. That's why I say don't do anything without a strategy. And so I was like, okay, well, what about this piece? Okay, now what are you going to do there? And I mean, every part of it was challenging. There was not one part. The easiest part was walking out of the door.
Now he
That
said,
was
"Get
the
out
easiest part.
scenery.
Right.
Get
So
out
it
scenery."
was.
Well,
It
no,
was. And I kept having to go back to the car and get stuff. It was I believe it is the hardest project that we have done to date. I don't think there was anything harder than that.
I mean,
Because
these 19
no,
classes
because
that
no,
we've been doing.
the what? The what?
I mean, we had 2 different days. We did 19 closet units.
But we had
It
done
was
closet
still
units
one
before.
desk.
We never did a Starship Battle desk before.
It was.
I don't
I
have a great
told you it was based upon the subway transit system. It
whatever.
wasn't based upon space.
Whatever the fuck it was, it's not based upon this desk that I got from Office Max in 2009. It's not based upon this desk that I'm sitting at right now. So I don't really care about what it was based upon. It was based upon, I was having so many for the perimenopause out there. I was literally every 5 minutes putting all my shirt and
I
hat
said
on
you were
and
having
taking it all
stress
the way.
related hot
I
flashes,
did.
and
I
you said
did.
it wasn't. You said it was because you're bedtime. I'm like, you are capping.
I had
I'm
every
like,
five
I've
minutes,
seen you have stress related hot flashes. That's what
every
this
five
is right
minutes,
now.
every 5 minutes, I had all my shit on and
She's
I had
like,
to take it
no,
all
because
back
it's
off.
time for me to go to
All back
bed.
on,
I'm like,
all back off. I'm telling y'all, it was the hardest for me because I'm like, I said, oh, cool. I'm gonna just take these instructions, put them in chat. I done took pictures, and chat was like, so this desk material is made out of this. And it just told me what the material was and how to clean it. And then none of the doors had pre-drill holes. So now I'm like, okay, I took the picture of the instructions for the hinges. Chat is like, what's the meter? How thick is the door? Chat had to take the doors, turn it from Chinese to English, turn it from metric to standard, and that shit still didn't work. Yes, it still didn't work. I'm like, okay, by the way, we got to drink water. So drink water because it's 15 minutes in. So now y'all can see why I set up the wrong live and everything. I did get a 4-hour nap in. I'm still sleepy as hell. I'm going to bed on time today. But that thing took me out. It took
We're
me out.
actually lucky because the two appointments I had today, people had to reschedule. So
Yes.
otherwise, we would have had to go
We
straight
had
into
two
that
appointments, one
to
at 8
two
o'clock and one
appointments
at
and
10
one at
o'clock in the
10.
morning. So that would have been terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. So
We
what
would have
questions?
been extremely tired for this live though.
We would have been. So before I give y'all the 3 daily neuroscience-based actions for Go For It, what questions do you have about being able to go for it? How were we able to do that sober? Yeah, that part. Why was I gonna tell you I'm having hot flashes and I'm stressed out?
I
That wasn't
told
gonna
you.
add to the situation. It
I
wasn't
knew
gonna
it
add.
already. I was like, this is
It
too
wasn't
many.
gonna add to the
This is
situation.
too many.
It was a lot. It was a lot. It had to be
I
6
was
per
cool
hour.
as the other side of the cucumber. You were the one that was losing it. I was calm.
Okay.
I was
All
chilling.
right. All right, everybody else. If y'all were under those conditions, if y'all had 8 boxes, 2 of them came in crates, you had Chinese instructions. No, no, quit it, y'all. Listen, you gonna tell me you walk in that room and Lola, you build houses. Help
Look
me
at
out.
me. I'm chilling.
Not that. Go to the other picture. Lola, if you can look now, please help me out. Lola, I know you build houses, but look at that. With Chinese instructions for something you ain't never did before in a haunted mansion with Halloween right around the corner. Mm-mm. Nope, not at all. No, 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 no. I'm going to see my way out. Thank you, Jared. Thank you. I'm like, fuck this desk. Ain't no way. I ain't
I'm just
crazy.
glad one of the painters didn't come back because when I got there, the guy told me he was like, "Yeah, there might be some workers coming in and out, but don't worry about it." Because that would really scare the shit out of her.
I would have been
She
gone. I
heard
would have
somebody in
bludgeoned
there. She
somebody. I would have took them one of
went,
them doggone. I would have took a doggone rubber mallet, and they wouldn't have knew what hit them because we was right by the door. I'd have took some scaffolding or
"It's
something.
just the painter. It's just
Extreme
the
challenge.
painter."
Honestly, I would have walked. Look, uh, Sean said, honestly, I would have walked out when I feel sick. Can I go home? I'm telling you. And we was listen. I could have
My only
Ubered.
good
Listen, I
employee.
could have Ubered home. I could have Ubered home. We was 10 minutes from the house. I could have Ubered home. How did y'all push through the hot flashes? I
Well,
know
she
they
was the one
affect
having
you
the hot flashes.
heavily, yet you pulled through. You are some bad because envy. Zoe. Here is the thing: failure is not
She's
an
the one
option.
that had the hot flashes. I was
Failure
fine.
is not an option. And
I
so I'm
did get
like,
attacked by a mosquito and a fly
yes,
though, and the mosquito bit me.
yes. So failure is not an option. And that's how we got through. Persevere during times of adversity. Quitters never win. Because I promise you, when I saw them crates and then we took that shit out, and I was like, oh, okay.
The
Oh,
good
because
news is
I
we
was
didn't have to move the boxes. We thought we were going
right,
to
because
move
they
the
were already
boxes.
in there. So what I thought, see, I was good. Because when I got them instructions, and that's what I told her, I said, oh shit, I know what I'm about to do. I'm gonna ask chat with these instructions. And when chat started telling me what that fucking materials was on that desk, I felt like I was a balloon and somebody just took a pen and went psh, and I lost it at that point. I said, we're gonna be here till next year. We ain't never gonna be home. We ain't getting home
I
today. And we
told her
didn't.
though, the
I thought
reason
it was gonna
why
be
I was
three
so
hours.
calm is because I accepted this and I knew what was going
I
to happen. I
didn't.
said we would be lucky if we get home today. And what happened? We
We
got
did not
home the
get
next
home.
day. I said we gonna be midnight. I said, and she said we gonna be 8:30. We was
Nope.
6:30 still unpacking the box.
Chat, but no, Jared, chat did work. The people who sent the fucking instructions didn't work because chat told me
And
what that
mind
shit said.
you, I'm working for the company that actually did this. The company that builds these desks is the ones that hired me to do it for their customer.
Yeah. I said, we ain't getting out this motherfucker. Regina turned her stuff in last night. I sent her photo. I was like, well, I don't know what time we getting home. It's 8:21, 8:11. We might get home this week. Cause it was that oof. I promise you. I
I
ain't
was
never
at probably this point at about 8:30.
no, that was 8:11. You was literally
Okay.
at that point at 8:11. And then,
This
yeah,
was probably 12 something.
yep, because she had to make the doors and the drawers. So when people are saying that they get things done, just remember this. Just come back and show people this. When they say it's tough, it's
And
hard.
if you're wondering, that right there, hold up. Why won't it let me point? This is an
Yeah,
outlet.
yes. That goes on the desk in a slit. And that thing was heavy. That desk weighs 800 pounds now.
Well,
Eight,
that was wood packaging and stuff. So when
so
you
it's
take all
probably
that out, it's
600
probably
pounds.
700.
Yeah, so that desk weighs 700 pounds. Now, how much do you weigh, Nola? How much do you weigh?
I'm in my fighting weight now. I'm 110.
So she's 110, I'm 127. So together we
I
weigh
done put
less.
on some muscle. I done put on some muscle. I went from
So to,
105 to 110.
so we weigh together, we weigh 237. Now, how much does that desk weigh again?
700.
700 pounds. Okay. Does that math for anyone? Does that
I
math?
was moving it though because I put the feet on it. We was gliding with it. We was leaning with it and rocking with it.
No, we wasn't. She was. No. Mm-mm. No. So yeah, that was our Thursday. How
He said,
exactly?
"How?"
How?
Yes, the desk can
Yes,
eat
the
y'all.
desk can eat off. Are are you in the install? Do you do a review?
Did they give me a review? Yeah, I already got a review. I got a
Okay.
5-star review.
Yeah.
He's not Jared said
Daisy said
how, and Zoe said the desk can eat us.
yes. So that's what I'm saying. So Nola's
Well,
extremely
Daisy
strong.
said no.
Right. Capital. Daisy's out the chat. Daisy said no. Absolutely not.
So this is now
So
the heaviest thing we've ever done because we did a large uh treadmill that was 300 pounds, and then we did the pool dining table that was 600 including chairs. So the table itself wasn't 600, but if you include the chairs and everything, that was 600, but those were separate moving them, so those were about 150 a piece. So as a complete project. Oh,
do
she
you
said, "Did
do
we do one on the product?"
we
No,
told them we told
because
the,
I
the
worked for the
people.
company, was working with the company. They hired me. I told them everything that was bad. They need to change the manuals and stuff. And he said that he will work to improve for the future, and he appreciated everything that I said about it and me doing it. And he left 5-star review. But yeah, Mhm.
So
the
here's what happens.
yeah.
I'm not I got all kind of shit fucked up with me. And in those moments, just like you know how they tell people mothers will lift up cars to get their babies from under them, that happens. But on the regular, I will pick up this water bottle and drop it. It's in that moment. Adrenaline comes in order
Fortunately
for
for
that to
us,
happen.
nothing individually was super heavy, and I built it where it was. Now, the biggest thing that was her concern is in the past, when we've done L-shaped desks, we've had to build them on the ground and then flip them up to
Yes.
complete them. This desk, this is probably the one benefit of the whole thing, is it had us build it from the bottom up, so we didn't have to flip anything.
So let's be clear. My hands hurt, my whole back hurts, my
Yeah, my
arms
neck
hurt, my
hurts.
joints hurt. I'm in pain right now.
She said
So
we
don't
pulled out some spinach on this one. Yes.
right. So there is absolutely, but it is adrenaline in that moment
Well, I
because
had
on
to
average, go ahead.
I already had two other very extensive appointments before that. I was doing baby gates, desk, plant stands. I did
Yes.
like a Thor thing that was needed to be mounted. I had did another desk with LED lights and an outlet earlier in the day. Um, and then I had mounted a television, so it wasn't like we were
The
chilling at the
shower
crib
filter, the
and then we
shower
did
filter.
this.
You did the
Huh?
shower filter.
Oh
Wasn't that
yeah,
the
I
shower
got
filter?
my socks were wet at the appointment right before that. I had to change out socks because my entire outfit had gotten wet. Um, and so then I had to dry off. So it wasn't like we were chilling all day. We
It was
started, like she
eight
said, at
o'clock.
8:30 a.m.
Right. 8
Had
8:30. I
two
thought it was
other
8.
long jobs. They weren't easy one things, and then turned around and did this. But the other thing is, to start off this appointment, I had to break open two crates. So
Right.
I
With a
already started and
crowbar.
move them.
With a crowbar. With a
No,
crowbar.
I did it back in a big hammer.
Okay, I thought you did the crowbar.
Mm-mm.
Got it.
Crowbar was
Okay.
back up.
So let me say this before, and then if anybody has any questions. So here are the 3 daily neuroscience based actions for you to go for it. Number 1, build the action first loop. Build the action first loop. So before your brain opens the debate, take a micro action within 30 seconds. Open the file, press record, draft the post, and send an email. Before you do that, train the PFC and the basal ganglia to start the circuit to fire before rumination does. So don't let the rumination start. Because if I'd let the rumination start, I would have Ubered home. Fuck it, I'm out. But then she would have got injured and been by herself. So I had to go, I just kept having hot flashes the whole time. So let the flashes begin. So you want to desensitize the fear circuit with control reps. You cannot have cortisol going on when you got something like that. The last thing you're gonna be able to do. And I think if I had to let the cortisol come through, then I wouldn't have had as many hot flashes, but then I'd been acting like a fucking idiot. So I had to weigh the pros and cons. This is most definitely a go for it moment. And so you want, with repeated exposure, reduces the amygdala reactivity and strengthens the ACC's override pathway. So because we have had so many more hard appointments, it wasn't as hard as it could have been. Yes, ma'am.
The reason why I was a go for it was for me to take it in the first place because he sent me the photo of it looking like this. But the first time I hadn't dealt with this company, so when I took this job, I knew we was probably gonna have something in Chinese and not the right amount of instructions because I hadn't been down this path with them before. So
Yes.
that's
And then
why it was a go for it because it was this complicated desk, and I knew the
very
instructions
complicated.
were gonna be messed up.
Very complicated. And then so you close the loop the same day. So finish at least one task the same day you started, even if it's imperfect. Imperfect. Every closed loop strengthens the dorsal striatum competition pathway and rewards the brain for the execution over perfection. And so what happens is because we finish what we start, we're not leaving this appointment. The client said we could come back. We're not fucking coming back. We're gonna finish this today. So when you start thinking about how big these projects are and they're still getting finished, the clauses are still getting finished in that day. That lets you know the level of mental strength that you have to do that because we didn't get dinner yesterday.
We didn't, well, because everything was close.
Right.
The other thing that could have possibly also scared you that I thought about is because he said we leave the house open. So
Mm-hmm.
literally anyone could have. There was a dark ass
Anybody.
house, eight
Right.
thousand square foot. They have doors on all sides of the house, so they could have came
Yeah.
from the back or
Door
anything.
to ceiling
Like
windows. Yeah.
Scarface, the
Uh-huh.
gorillas came from the back at night, so
Yep.
anybody could have walked up and just came in.
Right. Right. And we've been down under stuff and the rest of the house was dark. They turned off all the rest of the fucking lights.
Here's it
Right.
up.
All the rest of the life. And every time I had to go pee, because I was drinking water, I had to walk down a dark hallway because they're still changing out the lights in the house. So it's not like, oh, I could just turn around, hit a light, hit a light. I'm walking down a dark hallway. Oh my God, in Nevada too, I'd be scared in the dark. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. That's why I was having so many hot flashes. Because I was like, yeah, because yeah. And by the time the Chinese was not the instructions, I was like, you know what? Let go, let God. It is what it is. It is what it is because
So
this
the
right
fact that
here,
this and none of the how could we forget? None of the hardware or none of the pieces were labeled.
that's what I
So I
said.
had to figure out what
Yeah,
piece was what.
right. Nothing
So
was
I was
labeled.
on a wild goose chase.
Y'all saw all them pieces. The hardware wasn't labeled. That what the desk parts wasn't labeled. The crates wasn't labeled.
The box weren't labeled, yeah.
Nothing had a fucking label on it. So I don't want it when I tell y'all to do something, Lorenzo getting an A in calculus, I don't want to hear shit from nobody. Your amygdala was tripping. I know I was calm. It was literally that because what happens is hot flashes come from stress, hot foods, caffeine, and stress. So it was stress because I
It
was
was
like,
stress.
and that's the expensive ass desk. I was like,
So the thing is that we're good with though is that the great part of it all is that we made it actually look like the picture because we could have took them pieces and it could have looked
yeah,
like something completely.
something totally different. Something totally different. But you did it anyway. Feel the fear, do it anyway, Dr. Susan Jeffers. So before we go, because we don't want to hold y'all hostage and I got to get ready for tomorrow's live. And Jared, I did find the information. It's going to be the brain bit for tomorrow. Yeah, I'm feeling a wee bit of cortisol just from the no label part. My ADHD would have ate me up. I promise y'all. It's the
No, I
first,
was
I don't
looking
even
at the
smoke.
pieces and she was like, "Call Jason." I was like, "I got this. I see
I said,
it."
I'm telling you, y'all, if it wasn't rabbits outside, I was gonna go outside and find me a cigarette butt and smoke me a cigarette. Cause I'm like, and then,
The
oh wait,
rabbits were piled up.
Listen, and then this will make it so bad. I didn't have a snack. I didn't have my insure. I thought I brought a bar. I was starving. So then I got acid reflux because I was hungry because we
We
missed
both
dinner.
had gas
And
by the
then I
end
had
of
to
it.
take some damn Tums because I had acid reflux. So now I'm laying in the child's pose because I got acid reflux in between. It was, I promise y'all.
And the
Yes, ma'am.
hilarious part is because she kept telling me about the rabbits, and then I had to go to the car to grab something. And what happened was I saw them, so then I was like, I could see why she would think this was scary. Because then I walked into the up the stairs. I turned around. It was dark. It had all these trees and moss on the house. It's like we were
Mhm.
in a Halloween movie,
Yep.
assembled edition. And then I
Yep.
walked out through the gate, and by my car, there's like a light shining, and then there was a pile of rabbits. I was like,
Yep. Yep. The rabbits are coming. And y'all know I'm from the hood. So the first time I saw it, went out there and they was moving, I thought they was rats. I was like, oh shit. I know it ain't no rats. I gotta bring me a weapon when I come back out here. I can't, they ain't gonna catch me
It was
slipping.
bunnies, but I was like,
It
"Oh
was a
crap!"
lot of them. It was a lot of them. Yes. It was a lot of rabbits. It
It
wasn't
sounds like a
two.
Stephen King horror movie.
I'm telling you, it was like 10 of them motherfuckers, and they kept looking at me. I'm like, what the fuck y'all looking at? Y'all ain't got
They
nobody
were
else to
wild
go
in
speak
grass.
to. I would have said no and yes to
And yes to
myself.
myself.
Yes. I'm telling you, I'm telling y'all. Now you can
The
see why I was
clients
having
left.
some
They wouldn't have known if we didn't finish.
right. I'm telling you. That's why I was having so many hot flashes because I was like, this is a lot. The house is empty. They had walkie stackers and ladders. It was dark. They had all, and then they said if you need any tools, go in the garage. You can see the garage from the
Kill the
outside.
bunnies. But the
Right.
other thing that could have added to the whole slasher film of this is that the doors were covered in plastic drop cloths,
Yes.
like a murderer.
Because of the dust. Because of the dust. So we kept having to go through plastic drop cloths to get in that room. And she talking about what's wrong with me. I'm telling you, the whole with the tape, because they had to tape it on because they was painting so that it wouldn't come in. It was, I promise you, it was a Stephen King movie waiting to happen. Like some Freddy Krueger stuff. I'm telling you, I had every right to be stressed the heck out. Every right. By the time we was done, I was like, and then we ain't had no. I was like, as long as we get finished by 1, we could go to Cane's. Couldn't even get dinner. Had to come home and drink an Ensure, and I had an hour and 41 minutes of sleep. And Kane did both of them lives for y'all. Now y'all can see where I'm like, I wish somebody would. And you understand, Donna, it's hard. Shut up. Made it to my house. Almost sounds like a skit. Also, I have a question about one of the steps for Go For It. Go ahead, Envy,
Lola
because I
said,
went
"This
over
is
it
funny."
fast.
No,
I
I'm like,
promise you.
I can see. I was like, man, I wish we would
One
have
second,
had
Nola.
cameras. It
One
would have been
second.
hilarious.
I know it's late on the East Coast for y'all. If y'all got to go, go ahead. But Envy just got home. We're on the West Coast. So, Envy, what's your question? Go ahead, Nola. And thank you for attending and listening to Nola and Dr.
I
It
kind of
should
wish
be
we had cameras because it would have been like a HGTV episode mixed with Halloween.
drink water. I promise you. I was like, nope. They were like, we're leaving. I'm like, y'all leaving? And they turned off every last light.
It
I
was.
said, see? And
I was
that's
like,
how it
this is the
sounds
intro
too.
to a horror movie.
And text us if you need anything. I need y'all to stay. I need y'all to fucking stay. Sit on one of these ladders. The hell?
All I'm saying is, it's good one of the painters didn't come back because that would have scared the crap out of you.
I
Because I
promise
forgot to
you.
tell you that part.
Captain Thomas, I had them in a doggone chokehold. You birth survived with excellence experience. I promise you. That's why I'm like, people like, I'll do anything for my child, my heartbeat. I'm like, will you stay in a haunted ass mansion with some damn bunnies coming after you with some Chinese on the
The
desk with
problem
eight
is
kids?
when the house
No,
is that big, you can't even see
you
all of
can't
it. So if
see.
somebody else is in there, you would
You
never
wouldn't
know.
even know. And then the ice maker kept going clink, 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 clink,
Oh,
clink, 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 clink.
yeah.
And then the doggone smoke detector. Beep, beep, and the fly. Every time the fly kept coming, I would sit on the
Ew.
floor. The fly was still flying
Ew.
around me. The mosquito. Stay a little while. I promise you, it was a lot. Envy. I noticed that the part about finish the project is usually what gets me specifically with the perfection part. What to get all the pieces right and end up without the whole picture. How do I go? How do I
Let
let
go of
go of
this.
this? No, you do you want to answer? Or you want me to answer?
I would have been recording those moments for to look back at. Well, we recorded the assembly part. We didn't record the house. But
Sean, I promise you, them hot flashes was coming like labor contractions. I did not have time to do that. So
oh,
Envy, finish what you start. Here's what you got to do, Envy, or you answer, Nola.
no, you go ahead because I don't
Okay.
have the
So
solution ready.
Okay, so here's the thing, Envy. You have to start with small things first, small, hard things first to build your way up. So Nola is able to do this now because we are past 2,500 projects. If we did not have 2,500 projects, this desk doesn't get put together. So it's in the small things. So when she couldn't put the IKEA Brimes bed together and she was mad, higher power sent her 3 Brimes beds back to back, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, in order for her to get it. So when that thing is there, persevere during times of adversity. You have to tell yourself, I got to finish this. I cannot leave until I finish this. It don't matter if I'm having 6 hot flashes an hour. That shit don't matter. It don't matter that I got heartburn. I'm peeing every 2 hours because I'm fucking drinking all this water because I don't have no food. These killer bunnies is coming after me, and I think this house is haunted. None of that matters. The main thing is the main thing. And it's not about perfection, it's about completion. So I need to complete this because that's what completes the neural circuit. Not the, ooh, let me get this part right, let me get this part right, but finish what you start has to be the priority. And when you finish it, you close the reward loop. Like y'all, when y'all did the research and I showed y'all, told y'all what loops and everything, and I sent you the link, Emily. That's what's happening. So the bigger thing is I need to finish this. And then I can improve it because I finished it. So now I know what's
Take
happening.
pictures of the bunnies. I didn't take photos of them.
Please take the pictures of the bunny. I'm hollering. No, hi, y'all, come on now. So that's what you have to do, Envy, is you got to finish it and then you can look at what you did. That's why you don't start anything without a strategy. You finish it and then you go back to the strategy so you can improve it because it's always about improving. It's ABI and always be improving. So let me know, Envy, if I've answered your question.
Yeah,
So
I'm just re-reviewing it because I had to focus on putting together the desk because I was our lifeline on getting this assembled. So I mean, she could physically help, but like the how of it was gonna get done, not
and see
that's
my arm on
it's
it.
not her
This
thing.
is
It's
that's
not her
her.
thing. She's got it, but there was a lot of people that would have been that looked at that manual and be like, "This manual is gonna get you this how?"
I
When
said
you
that.
don't know what piece is what. That's what
I
I had to
literally
figure out.
said
What
that.
I ended up having to do to even get started was start divvying up pieces for steps to be like, okay, this is this piece, this is this piece, the due process of elimination. But at one point, I had 6 exact pieces that were only slightly shorter in size that I had to figure out which one was what that needed to go where.
Because remember, none of those pieces are labeled.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to be sure you don't do anything without a strategy. And even when you have a strategy, sometimes that's going to go left. And the screws, none of the screws. So she had to put this screw in. That's why it took 8 hours. Put this screw in. No, that doesn't work. Put this
Oh,
screw in.
and the doors were not pre-drilled, and it didn't
Right, I
tell me
said
where to
that.
put the drawer labels,
Right. I would be
the
so
drawer
mad, scared
rails,
having to walk in the dark to that bathroom. I promise you, it was a long ass hallway and everything was glass. So my whole hood
and
self
it
is
didn't
saying,
have a door.
right. So my hood self was saying, so lights on the inside, dark on the outside. Y'all can see me and I can't see y'all. I don't like that. I don't have no cover or
I said it
concealment.
was like Scarface in the last
It
scene
is.
when it was dark and they just came over
Right. Yep. And
through
it was
all
a matching.
doors.
And that's she brings that up because it was a curved stairway. It wasn't the 2 curved
it
stairways,
it
but it
was
was the
giving
one.
Scarface a little
It was
bit
the
too.
one
In addition to
curved.
all the other horror movies, is there was this
Yep.
giant stairway. It wasn't double sided, but the
But
giant
single sided.
stairway with the
Yep.
dark, with
With
all the
them big ass
trees.
doors.
It was
With
it
them
had
big
a,
ass doors.
it was sitting on a
Trees,
cliff.
grass, sitting on the cliff. Ah, I see. Okay, shift my perspective and focus on completion, then improvement. Makes sense because I can't see what I missed till it's finished. Exactly. You looking at yourself like the mirror maze. Yep, in a horror movie. That's what I'm saying. And it was the construction part because I'm like, they could use any of these construction pieces against me, and they gonna come through the glass. They gonna catch me slipping. Cause yeah, and I didn't know where anything was because it wasn't my house, and we had never been
That
in that house
they
before.
keep calling about these killer buddy
I'm
mob.
telling
Wait.
you, yes, I'm telling you. That's why I had a 90,000 hot flash. I ain't had that many hot flashes in 2025 that I had at that appointment. I promise you.
What happens is I started getting an ADHD tinker mode, and because of how complicated the desk was, I couldn't focus on the horror situation we were in because we were having horror and what we were initially hired for.
Right. It was, but anyway, so as we go, because we got to get
It's a
sleep.
nice house during the day, though.
It is.
You
Well,
got a
I
great
wasn't there
view.
long enough during the day. I didn't see that part. And all I saw was the killer bunnies and all that, and the fly and the sound and the ice maker and all. Yeah. So no, for
She was
me,
like, "What the hell is that?" I was like,
I'm telling you,
That's the
I'm
ice
telling you.
machine," because it
And
was
it was shit everywhere. So I couldn't, I normally I know what to grab, but I'm like, I don't what we got to get this put together. So I'm like, she had rubber mallets sitting on the floor, the big hammer, the crowbar in my head. I'm like, which one can I grab first? And all, do you know what I'm saying? I was thinking of Rambo when he got all those people with the hammer.
and we were
I
in
was like,
another
but
room
what if
that
it's
had the
more?
door in it.
What if it's more? You know what I'm saying? If it's six of them, now who we getting first? I might could take two with this old ass body of mine before something
They
pop
had
off.
that sawzall in there, but it didn't have the blade on it, so that
Right,
was
it didn't have
useless.
the blade on it. I thought about that. So
It's a
anyway,
way to focus, Nola.
so the point is, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for attending. Understand, go for it. You got to say yes to bigger things. 24 and a half, almost 5 years ago, Nola would have never been able to put this together. She struggled with the IKEA mom bed, but when you keep going every day, and that's what I talked
Wait, did
about
you
on
say
this.
24 to 25 years ago? I wasn't alive.
No, 2,500 appointments is what I meant
Oh,
to say.
okay.
4 to 5 years ago. We're 4 months away from her being at 5 years.
Oh, you
My
said
point is,
4 to 5. My bad.
yes. So my point is, when she started, it took her 2.5 hours to put together an IKEA mom bed, and now in 8 hours, she has done all of this, and that's because it's in your daily. And as I said on the TikTok live this morning, and Bridget, I don't think she's on here, but we starting to do everyday flexes tomorrow. So be ready for that, because I'm sick of everybody thinking these fucking celebrities and all these people doing big shit. They ain't doing shit. They ain't
Well,
doing
thank
nothing
you.
at all. And
Thank you,
we
Lola.
flexing.
I appreciate that. Yes. Mhm.
Lola said, I'm glad you were able to complete. Nola, it was more complicated things coming. You're getting prepared. Practice makes perfect. Yes. Thank you for that, Lola. This was amazing. And so that thank you for that too. And it did it all in the middle of a horror movie. Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Envy. We did do it all because people be talking about conditions. This but conditions. I'm like, you want some conditions? I got some conditions for you. Y'all all made it, yes. And came home and still turned around. And so we did all that, 3 appointments. I had a 22.5 hour day, had 1 hour and 41 minutes of sleep, and got back up again and did it all over again. And so that's why we're going to start the everyday flexes. Definitely going to, yes, she definitely can run things. Plot twist, they're turning into a haunted house. Yes. That's what she said. So, right. I ain't coming back, so I don't give a fuck what they turn it into. I won't know. I will not know. Not
He's got
happening.
my number. He might have us come back for other stuff. They just get a
Oh,
new house.
why the fuck? Let that go.
I
We got.
had to text him to let him.
I rebuke that in the name of Jesus right now. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
We can
Mm-mm.
request a daytime appointment. The doors are
Mm-hmm.
always open.
Okay, got it. Anyway, so starting tomorrow, we will be doing your everyday flexes because we need to start celebrating each other, everyday leadership for everyday life. So be prepared to have your everyday flex. Everyday flex. No, let it go. No, that was too much for me. It was too much. Anybody, you having hot flashes every 5 minutes like contractions, that is too much. Too much. So anyway, it was a great job. I was very proud of her. I told her she did a great job, especially under those conditions. But that's what y'all can take away is the power of real leadership. When you are using those 74 principles of real leadership and you are using your brain, you can do your version of this extraordinariness. You can do that. I'm not saying do this. I'm saying whatever your version of that is, you have the neurological pathways. Sean is over there crying. Well, I'm glad you all have fun. It's one of the 74 principles of real leadership.
We gave you
So
some
have fun.
horror comedy.
Right.
Like I said, HGTV.
Right, exactly. So the 74 principles of real leadership work when you use the neural pathways of neuroprobability works. And when you start using your 86 billion neurons, you can take the most shittiest show, Palooza. Yes, neuroprobability. That's how you get it done. So whatever y'all were thinking y'all couldn't do, yes, you can. Yes, you absolutely can. You just have to stay committed and mess up, make mistakes until you get it done right, and then you will be able to do things like this. So it doesn't happen overnight. It happens in your daily. day in and day out. Thank you for your time and your space. Tomorrow's topic for the Real Leader Brain is focused on, for the YouTube live is focused on the results. We are going to be talking about
You said he's getting an A in calculus coming
okay,
up.
incoming. It better be. And so Jared had a question because Jared uses the audio and the book together. And I found that information out. I neglected to say that information on this morning's live. So that will be tomorrow's brain bit. And if you are attending the TikTok live tomorrow, it is lazy is the topic. Short stories for your YouTube short. Yes, ma'am. All right. So thank you for your time and space. If you are on TikTok, you need to go and vote for the poll question. If you didn't do it already, do what you do on
What's
Instagram.
the
And
poll
remember,
question? I didn't see that.
I'm going to show it to you. We live in the same house. I'm talking to people that don't live in the same house with me.
I'm like, you keep talking, but I can't find
Okay. I'm going to show it to you. So thank you all again for being a part of this real life with Nola and Dr. Donna. We will be back next week. Next week, I promise you, hopefully, I don't have a bunch of nonsense going on so that I could
It
literally,
seems like we're always coming from some nonsense leading into it, coming here to do
yeah.
this live.
So next
They're
week,
waiting on it.
next week, you don't want to miss it. It is believe in yourself.
Oh
So
Lord.
believe in yourself next week.
Just
I
because you
believe
said
you
it's
should.
that, we're gonna have some crazy stuff happen next week.
Okay, got it. Go ahead and speak that shit into existence. Okay. Anyway, we're still working on an outro tagline. We don't have one. She talking about Power Twins mount up or something. I'm not saying that shit.
No,
We
I
will.
said go go Power Rangers or Cowabunga.
So we don't have a tagline yet. As we close
Cow.
out. Um, yeah, these are so cool live tonight, Friday. Yes. And so I will be working because I'm actually the business expert. I will get a tagline for us, but I'm not saying that shit.
We used to
Uh-uh.
have a handshake. We used to have a
Mm-mm.
handshake back in the
We
day.
we can't do that right now. It won't let our hands meet. It's cutting us off.
We
Yep.
talk
Talk
about it. It was
about it.
something like
Right.
that. Yeah.
And then we finished it with talk about it. We had our own handshake. Honey bunny.
Oh yeah.
No. Lorenzo, you better leave me alone. You want to stay over here. Enough of that. I got to go to bed tonight. I did not want to be thinking about them killer bunnies coming to try to get me. They was about to gang up on me.
It was a lot though, and the
It was.
staging of it. It would have.
Uh-huh.
I really wish cameras were following us because a horror film director would have loved that. Because I
Yep.
walked out after seeing the dark house into the courtyard, and then sitting on the grass with the blaring light right behind them, so you can see the color of them
That's
on
right.
the grass.
I was like, no.
They were all together, just.
Yep. I was like, I understand.
I
I
like
like
bunnies
animals.
too, just not at night
No,
at 1 in the morning, dark
no, not
outside with headlights on
it
the
was
back of
it
them.
was context. It was where they were. It was where they were when they were.
We
In
have
the
a
morning,
client. He's got a bunny. The bunny's named Carrot. Carrot's cool.
yeah. It was just it was a lot.
Carrot's the
It was a
name of
lot.
the bunny, not the client.
Right. It is Vegas. People got all kind of crazy names. Yeah. All right. So thank you so much, you all. No, right. Listen. I'm about to, but hey, live to live another day to be able to do the things that we can do. So, God willing, higher power in the universe. I will be back tomorrow. My trusty, handy dandy sidekick will be back next Friday.
I am not the sidekick. We are not no Batman and Robin. We could be.
Okay.
We could be the Tick and what was the Tick side man?
No,
No, you don't want to be
no.
the Tick.
It wasn't
The
Carrot
Tick and
Top. No.
Arthur. The Tick and Arthur. That's what it
Yeah.
is.
No. It wasn't Carrot Top. That was the name of the rabbit. Carrot Top does
That's
live
what we
here.
said. The bunny was named Carrot. The guy
Yes.
had a normal name.
Yes. But no, we used to see Carrot Top in
In
Whole
Whole
Foods all
Foods,
the
he's got
time.
a lot of plastic surgery.
He does.
Like
He's
that. He
scary.
doesn't look good in person. It
He
does.
doesn't. I'm from the
Scary.
stage, but if
And
you
he's
up on it,
super short.
he is. He's shorter than me. He is. He is little and short and yeah, plasticky looking. Okay. Anyway, we run. Yeah, Nicholas saw Nicholas Cage in Target, just where we live. They show up. That's shit. There you go. All right. So we'll be back next week, hopefully with a tagline. If not, will come to me in my energy time default mode network. Okay. So thank you all so much and go off. Yeah. Yep, in person too. So we will, for those of you who are available in the morning, we will be back in the morning and Nola will be back on the other side of the screen with you all because we can only take so much of her. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, we get ready to, I know it's okay. We don't have time for both of us to be on. I can't do 3 lives a day every day. There's no way.
No, I know we can't be on it every day. You know, this is a lot to handle. You can't handle this every day.
That's right. Y'all go off and have a great rest of your Friday. Thank you for your attendance. And the final thing is, I don't want to hear an excuse out of nobody when I say, uh, y'all can do it.
Thank
Okay?
you
Because
for
that's
the
the
Russ Wall and the
yes,
compliments and everything. And
yes.
I
We
appreciate the
appreciate y'all.
people that
And oh,
understood
really,
why.
Sean? Sean, you putting the bunny up there too? Y'all in
No,
these
she took
bunnies.
it back. She took it
She
back.
took
She
it
took
back.
it back.
Okay. Go
And
off
no,
and
I
have a
think
great
it was a
rest of your Friday.
mistype
Okay.
because it was in her recents. I got you.
Okay, so y'all go off and have a fantastic rest of your Friday, and we will see some or all of you all. We can do this. Peace, peace. I can't. You know my hands messed up. All right. Okay. Take care, y'all. Bye bye. Stop, Noah. She did put a bunny.